everyone, and for today's Roastcast, we are going to be talking about the 3 new coffees launching, which are the Kenya Muchigara, the Colombia El Faldon, and the Honduras Pedro Moreno. All of those coffees are washed, and what that means is that when the coffee cherry gets picked, they put it through a depulper to strip the cherry away from the seed, and there's still a sticky mucilage on the seed. So they then put it in a fermentation tank where it sits at a pool of water for anywhere from like 18 to 24 hours. It can range from farmer to farmer, but it's typically around that time. And once the mucilage is completely off, they put it on drying beds to dry out the coffee, and then it gets sent off to the dry mill, and there's a whole other process, but that's essentially the wash process of coffee. Lexi, what do you think about the Colombian El Faldon?
This coffee is awesome. I think people typically assume with Colombian coffees that they're gonna be chocolatey, when really there's a bunch of flavors that come out of this country. This one in particular, I personally got like a pear, mellow acidity, fruity coffee that I would almost even recommend to more adventurous coffee drinkers. I would say it's not like a Brazil or the Guatemala for the beginning coffee drinkers, but it might be even more like an adventurous coffee drinker that I'm saying, hey, if you want something different, I would try this Colombia. It's kind of poppy and fruity, different than other Colombian coffees. Tropical. Dude, it's so good.
What I really liked about the Honduras Pedro Moreno was that it had a really nice body. I got like some pomegranate, some baked peaches. I think this would be the type of coffee where if someone's looking for something other than the answer, the night shift, this isn't too far into like the vibrant single origin coffees. This is just like an easy transition, and it should be easy to recommend to pretty much anyone. Pedro Moreno, we actually met, Jared and I, up in Santa Barbara, and he has been doing this for a very, very long time. He is pretty old. I think he's like 70 something. Jared, if you could correct me on that. But yeah, he's been doing it a really long time, and the quality is really great, and his whole setup was really awesome, and it was just, it's a really good coffee. Feel free to recommend it to anyone.
Kenya Muchigara is bomb. This coffee is not for your everyday average Joe that comes in and it's like, I'm gonna get the night shift, and then you give them the Kenya, they will hate you. This coffee is poppy, it's vibrant, it's acidic, it's gonna attract all the coffee nerds that come in and they're like, I want something adventurous, and you're like, I got your back. That's the Kenya Muchigara.